In today's lecture, we will see stochastic gradient descent algorithm. Okay, so what is this algorithm? Is a simple yet very efficient approach to discriminate learning of linear classifiers and they under convex loss functions such as a support vector machine and logistic regression. Okay, so this is the discriminative learning we can consider and which can be applied for the linear classifier under the convex loss function like the support vector machine and the logistic regression. The short of form of stochastic gradient descent is the SGD, which calculates on the weight of the particular data items. Okay, so it can be successfully applied on the large scales and sparse machine learning problem, which can be encountered in text classification and natural language processing. So here, if we give the sparse data set, the classifiers in this module easily scale to problems with more than 10 raised to power 5 training examples and more than 10 raised to power 5 features. Okay, so which type of data set we are giving over here? Sparse type of data sets. What is the sparse type of data set that we have saw already? Okay. Now, what are the advantages of this stochastic gradient descent are? First is the efficiency. It will give good efficiency, ease of implementation, very easy to implement, lots of opportunity for code tuning. And what are the disadvantages of this? It requires the number of hyperparameters such as the regularization parameter and the number of iterations. And also, second disadvantage is that it is sensitive to feature scaling. Now, how it is implemented, that will be given over here. If we consider the class SGD classifier, which implements a plain stochastic gradient descent learning routine, which supports the different loss function and the penalties for the classification. As we saw, using the linear classification, if we applied it on the linear classification, in that we saw the loss function and the penalties for that. Now, what is the penalty? Means why we add the penalty, that we already saw. Because of the loss, to reduce the loss we are adding the penalties, right? So it supports that loss function and the penalties for the classification. So this is the example given over here. This is the linear line which has been drawn, that is middle line, and the classification lines are to reduce that penalties, that will be drawn using the dash line, right? So this will be given. So it will be classified into two classes, green and the maroon, which we saw in the, if we applied this type of linear classification on the categorical data. So it will classify like this, right? So as other classifiers, SGD has to fit into two arrays. Two arrays means what? For the training and for the testing. Target values we can consider. Target means the testing, or which we give the class label. Okay. So the X array of size n samples and n features holding the training samples, and the array Y of the size n samples holding the target values, means the class labels for the training samples. Okay. So here how it will be implemented using the scikit-learn, that is given. So we are from the scikit-learn linear model, we are importing SGD classifier. So for X array, we are giving the n samples using 0 0 and Y n features, that is using 1 1. And for Y, we are giving the n samples, that is the target values, as 0 and 1. Okay. So classifier, we are applying the SGD classifier with the loss is equals to hinge and penalty is equals to 10, and max iteration we are considering 5. Okay, now when we are fitting it into the xy plane, how it will work, that is given over here using the SGD classifier. What are the different parameter it gets changed, that is given in this bracket. So after being fitted, the model can then be used to predict the new values. Okay, so how it can apply, that is SGL predict 2 comma 2, that is the array of 1. So it will fit the linear model to the training data. The member COF holds the model parameter. Now we know that coefficient we have to find out. So coefficient can be find out using this CLF coefficient dot underscore array, and intercept can be found using this. So between minus 9.9 to 9, and here between 9.9 to 9.9. So whether or not the model should use an intercept, that is a biased hyperplane, is controlled by the parameter fit intercept. Means model ने intercept use करना चाहिए या नहीं, that will be decided by the biased hyperplane, and which is to be controlled by the parameter fit intercept. Okay, so to get the signed distance of the hyperplane, use this decision function like this. So the concrete function can be used to set via the loss parameter, that is loss is equals to hinge. These are the various loss function can be used by the SGD classifier, or we can say SGD classifier supports the following loss function. Loss is equal to hinge, that is the linear support vector motion. If we use loss is equals to modified Humber, it will smoothen the hinge loss. If we use loss is equals to log, it will consider the logistic regression, and all regression losses below. The first two functions are very lazy. They only update the parameters if the example violates the margin constraint. Means it is very lazy. If here it will, if it violates the margin constraints, means अगर ये margin जो दी है, that is dash line जो दी है उसके ऊपर नीचे जाती है, then only it will update, as it won't update. Okay, and the second which makes the training very efficient and may result in the sparse model. Even when L2 penalty is used, means logarithmic 2 penalty is used to find out the coefficients. L1 and L2 penalty we are considering, and penalty elastic net for the convex combination of L1 and L2. In the case of multi-class classification, this coefficient is a two-dimensional array in case of multi-class, right? So here it gives an example how it will be applied on the multi-class, right? So this is the decision surface of multi-class. If more than two classes is there, that is the multi-class. So like this, lines can be drawn in between that. So this is all about the stochastic gradient descent algorithm.